Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is RUSTY78609 at my home base in Central Texas, not too far from Kingsland, Texas, off of Park Road 4. And that is facing west. We'll come around this way. This is the paved road that runs in, I guess you'd say, in front of my property. And anyway, this is going to come around to facing north. There's a house over there somewhere. And these are weekenders. I've only seen them 3 or 4 times in 2 years. This is an old couple here. They're both in their 80s. And then you come on around. There is a house over here that some people live in. I never see them. I don't know who they are. But anyway, coming on around now, but that was facing east. We're coming on around to south. And this is my road, the one I had done, but right before I left to go on my trip to New Mexico in my RV. And yeah, it worked out great. This is granite gravel. First of all, they dig it down, and then they put road base, and they put tar on top, and then they put this granite gravel on top, and then roll it into the tar. And it's been 6 months, I suppose, or 7, and yeah, it's held up well. They've had a few rains, not much, as you can see. Everything's just burned up. And what else can I tell you? This is the polished diamond, or getting polished. It's pretty close. I'm very pleased with it. For me, one person, it's just great. You can hear my feet crunching on the gravel in my Crocs. But yeah, it's very peaceful here. This is a big ranch, about, I don't know, it's not that big. It's about 400 or 500 acres, I think, back in here that a guy raises Texas Longhorns on. And he also has some donkeys that come up every now and then. And then, of course, there's my Ram pickup that I tow my Casita RV with under the aluminum cover. That aluminum cover installed was like $1,700. That's 18 by 26 aluminum cover. I got it from Eagle Carports. You can check them out online. And I also turned my RV around. I'll show you more of that in a minute. The sun just came out from behind the clouds, so it really got bright. Yeah, you can see I keep my yard well mowed, which I don't. What I have is a weed eater. I just haven't got around to doing it yet because it's been too hot. I did a little bit right around the patio area. And but anyway, yeah, there's my concrete slab that I've added. And of course, I've got me a little patio there. Got me a rocking chair. And I've got some kitchen bags in there, trash bags, because I'm fixing to unload a lot of stuff. But yeah, I got a full hookup here, water, electric, septic, everything. And so yeah, I've got it cleaned up after the quote disaster when I came back from New Mexico. Some kid had vandalized the stuff in these boxes, or basically just dumped everything out and took what he wanted, which wasn't much. I don't even know what it was. But anyway, the thing he didn't take that I'm glad is my weed eater, because that's a rechargeable electric weed eater. And yeah, it works great. I found most of my golf clubs, but I'm not planning on playing any golf anyway. And I'm waiting on a new hose, a drain hose, because that hose, I don't know if the kid punched holes in it, but it's got holes in this drain hose right here, so I got to replace that. But anyway, from the patio out here, yeah, there was a glass in that table right here, and he broke that out. Why, I don't know. And then I had a lot of rocks here. I had some Texas topaz and other gemstones there that apparently know something about rocks. Well, never mind, there's some of them laying out there. But be that as it may, this is my home base in Central Texas. I also have a home base in Capitan, New Mexico now. I'm trying to get electric on it, or I'll hopefully have it done, have the electric on that property in May of next year. And this is thorny. This is my cactus. That was that thing that he's in, that container, that 5-gallon plastic container. I grew tomato plants in and peppers at one time. And somehow old Thorny got in there with them, and next thing you know, I had a little cactus, just one little thumb coming up. And the next thing, after I stopped growing the tomatoes and stuff, I just let him go crazy and set him on the ground, because I had that on the patio. But what I did was, you may see the cracks around the plastic on the bottom. What I did, the whole bottom of that 5-gallon container is completely gone. I took it out, and then I cracked that around, and I'm kind of letting him, Thorny, kind of settle into Mother Earth a little bit at a time. But he seems to be very healthy compared to these other cactus around here, and that's good. And what else can I tell you? This is facing west. Sun sets right in here, and as you'll notice, I have this covered here in the back, but not all the way down. And the reason for that is, the reason I didn't go all the way down with it is because if you close it all the way off, you don't get any ventilation at all. and sometimes you get some winds out of this direction, and most of it's out of the southeast. But yeah, it'll keep all that warm air that accumulates up under this cover. It'll just take it right out of here, and it's very comfortable. But anyway, I'll show you some more. That's the septic thing that goes out to a septic thing. And what else have I got? This concrete patio is really nice, guys. I mean, I really love this. I mean, for me, this is just too cool. And it wasn't that much. I got, it's an 18 by 26 slab, 4 inches thick, using the metal rebar, the thick 3/8 rebar. And yeah, with a 10 by 10 patio, the whole thing was like, I want to say close to $4,000, I think. But we traded out some stuff because I had some wood and stuff that I had, because I had a wooden deck. And this faces right here we're facing north, and I got a lot of mesquite wood there for, if I ever chose to barbecue, which for some reason I haven't in a long time. And do you see all these mesquite trees are cut off? I did that myself. The way I got this property, I mean, I bought it from a guy, and it was just the lot was like this. I mean, it was all that growth around. But over here where my road is, there was a little path where you could back in an RV over brush and stuff. So that's what I did. I backed my RV in over some stuff, and I had a generator, hauled water for 2 years, and gradually cleared out this spot where the RV is. And it took me about a year, a little bit at a time. And that's how this thing evolved. And then I got the cover, and I got me a deck, with wooden deck, and on it went. But you can see this was a trick here. I mean, cutting those down, because those limbs, the reason I cut those off is those limbs went up over the carport, and they were rubbing on the carport. Some of the limbs were. So actually, I got out here and with a chainsaw, and I cut those down, and that one too. And that was a biggie there, and this one right here, this was a biggie too, right there. Because when I cut those, I'm by myself out here. At that time, I was around 68 to 70, and but anyway, yeah, I cleared it out. I cut down all the trees and the big cedars and stuff, and burned a big pile of wood and junk. But I've still got some cleaning up to do. You can see there's some broken glass and stuff here where the kid left those old my old buckets of honor. And I think what happened was, the reason there's paper all out around here is he didn't really throw that out there, I don't think. I think what it was is it was just laying here on the patio. And this must have happened right after I left, April the 1st. And so, but anyway, the whole object of this thing is to show you the home base and not talk about him or it or whatever it was. But yeah, this is a great spot. I've got more privacy here than any place I go camping, including boondocking, I'm telling you. There's a few nights you'll hear people playing music loud sometimes, and but that's not very often. There's a trail right here for some animal. I'm not sure what it is. I haven't seen it yet, but I imagine it's a coon. We get coons in here. But having said that, guys, if you're looking for a home base, this is just an example of mine, or not an example. This is mine. Kind of gives you an example of what you can do if you choose to. Now, of course, my casita, I park it right in the middle under the cover. Why? Well, because that's what I want to do. How about that? And I got plenty of walk around space. I can sit there in the chair, and then in the fall when it's cool, I'll move that chair out here and use my imaginary table. Well, I've got another little folding table in the back of the truck, and this thing, I didn't really need it anyway. But no, it's very nice. And what I'm fixing to do today is, in fact, as soon as I finish this video, I'll start on it, is I'm going to put, I've got a window AC, and I'm fixing to put it right here in this window like I did before. Hear how loud that is from the roof-mounted AC? I don't like that, and so I can change it. And not only that, is it noisy, it uses a lot of energy. It uses about double the amount of energy this little air conditioner uses. And the air conditioner still works. I was surprised. I mean, I plugged it in. That's a little 5,000 BTU AC, and it still works fine. So I'm going to plug that in today. I've ordered another one. They had them on sale at Walmart, the 5,000 BTU, a GE with a remote, which I need, because when I set this AC up, and I know this doesn't have anything to do with home base. Well, it does, I guess, home base number one. But whenever I put the AC in the window back here, on this window, this screen, there's a screen there, and it doesn't slide. You can't move that screen. So what I have to do is set the air conditioner up and let it blow through the screen, and then I can't reach the controls from the inside. So what I have to do is set it up so I can reach in and set the controls and then hope I get it right. But since I'm getting the AC with a remote, I'll be able to control it all from the inside, and for 125 bucks, why not? And this AC's probably got a lot of mold and stuff in it, I guess. I don't know. It's old as dirt. But yeah, we're good to go, guys. Yeah, and the way I got it, oh, I'll tell you what I did too. There's a trick, the hitch, this jack, this electric jack, when I got it, it comes with this thing in there. Okay, that's inside that tube, and that base, that round base at the bottom, you can't remove it. So what I had to do is put a block, concrete block under there, and then lift it up far enough to take that out, and then put the wheel under there. So that's how I got the thing turned. But having said that, guys, from Central Texas at my home base, which I'm gonna have to do a little weed eating, but boy, it is dry. You can see how burned up that grass is. But yeah, from Central Texas near Kingsland, Texas, this is RUSTY78609 at his home base, and yeah, this is definitely home for me. Capitan is my vacation resort, I guess you'd say. But having said that, thumbs up, carpe diem, adios, bye-bye. Buy anything you want, anytime. But if you think about it, use the link to Amazon products in the description of all my videos. Why? Because I get a small commission, doesn't cost you 1 penny. And what else? Drink plenty of water, stretch, walk, take deep breaths, stand guard at the door of your mind. And yeah, right now it's not that bad here. Today is not going to be that hot. It's going to be in the mid to low 90s, which is okay. We got a few clouds coming in. And again, this is like September the 9th, I think. And yeah, about another 3 weeks, it'll be very comfortable, and I can sit out on the patio at beer 30 and chill out, guys. But no, this is fine. Usually the donkeys come up at the fence right here, and the deer, they've still got their little trail along the fence there. You can't hardly see it, but they apparently have been coming through here, and I'll probably see them again soon. And then there's a fox and a big old, I call it a bull coon because it's a big old coon that comes up here. But anyway, thumbs up again, guys. Adios. Enjoy your life. And the diamond is not totally polished, but it's close. Adios. Bye-bye.